One of the best experiences was getting to talk and meet with the other award winners, and we had a best practices sharing session with them. And so there I was able to sort of showcase what was going on, and it was really inspiring for myself as a teacher to sort of do that self-reflection and see all these things we're doing and put it down on paper and kind of show it off, I guess, in a sense. When I started off in communication technology, I was a social studies teacher doing some math, and I was mentored by the old teacher here, Cal Lapine, and he spent about 2.5 years in my spares and lunchtimes and after school showing me what goes on and taking me to workshops and professional development opportunities it was about 2.5 years before he finally just retired and left.
I do have some specific times with specific grades, but I also have times that I can go into other classes while the teacher's there. So I'm sort of co-teaching with them or sometimes modeling for the teacher as well. So I think the biggest thing when I talk to the kids is really kind of differentiating that digital literacy and the digital citizenship. And the literacy is all about exploring all the different tools and all the different technologies and getting them really comfortable and giving them that opportunity to really figure things out and see why they're useful and when they're useful, and then so that they can make those decisions later on, that here would be the best tool for what I'm doing right now. And then there's the citizenship part. It's more the how do I use that appropriately then? How am I being responsible? How am I being respectful? How am I being safe? I just see so many possibilities, and I see the engagement already, even though we haven't built up our library, but that engagement where students are really becoming owners of what they're learning and deciding how things can be created and what they can be used for, and things that we would, I'm sure, never think of as adults sometimes. That really to me is that student-centered part. It's here it is. What can you do with it? Teach us, and that's really what they're doing.
Hey, we are live now. We have our grade 8s taking a look at Chrome extensions. Here you can see right here on this Google document, these are the Chrome extensions that the students are taking a look at. So I've shown them Extensity, Google URL shortener, readability, Speak It, the Synergize training, voice note, and up at the top you can't see it, but also Announceify. So those are the Chrome extensions that I've shown them, and then they're going to play, and you can see each student has a Chromebook and they're working through it.
Tweeting and blogging can be smart instructional tools that link students with real-time information and connect them to authentic discussions beyond school walls. By using a print format, students are able to share their learning, work on creating concise and specific responses, and develop their digital literacy and citizenship skills before they try it in the online environment. Students in Parkland School Division sign a Responsible Use of Technology Agreement every year. The early years students decide to rewrite the agreement in their own words and post it in their classrooms.
Hello everyone, Nicole here, just to give you a quick overview of our mobile learning initiative. You can see here that we have a number of iPad resources for you, the calendar if you want to take out anything, and our newest and greatest over the last year, the coding, programming, and makerspaces, information, resources, and what's there in Parkland School Division to be able to take a look at coding, programming, and making and tinkering. If we take a look at the Ozobots, we have also the introduction to Ozobots, some basics, early years information, middle years, and high schools. How can we use it at the high school level? When staff take out these items, what they will do is they have 1 to 3 weeks to use them, and then for each week they do have them, they need to send in any lessons, activities, images, videos, students talking about their learning. What kind of impact has it really made in the classroom with these types of materials.
Bitsbox is a website where kids as young as 7 can learn computer programming. It's best to buy one of the subscription boxes that contain books and trading cards with coding lines and ideas to use on bitsbox.com, but you can go directly to the site as well. 2B learned about the cultures of 3 communities in Canada, so the students planned some imaginary vacations to Saskatoon. They tried to include details that would educate their readers about the influence of Ukrainian culture in Saskatoon and imagine what it would be like in that location with the geography, climate, and available activities. After planning their vacations, they filmed using a Padcaster kit and TouchCast app.
Ukrainian people came to Saskatoon more than 100 years ago.
The Ukrainians came to Saskatoon to farm. They grew wheat in the prairies.
2B was very excited to borrow the Lego We Do 2.0 kit from the Mobile Learning Initiative. The students learned about problem solving, coding, and building. It was great to see the students play to their different strengths, and different leaders and roles were elected for different tasks.
So all it does is just lift stuff. And we'll show you. It lifts it and it puts it down.
Parkland School Division, where the world opens up.